Okay then, so for this next session, we're going to work on your back muscles, your obliques and your core. So just giving the entire base of your core a bit of a crunch and working into your upper back as well, just to give you a nice toned upper back appearance, preventing the sort of round shoulder appearance. So you can have a nice upright posture, okay? Work at your own level, do what you can, and we'll give it a go. Okay, so just first of all, starting on your front, we're going to just work into your upper back muscles, guys. So between the shoulder blades, the areas which are going to give you a good upper back postural tone. If you just start with your wrists flat and your elbows bent, your legs slightly apart, and your toes come to be resting into the ground. You'll begin with your chin resting on the mat or on the carpet. Just try and tighten your tummy, take a breath in. As you blow out, sucking in that core. So for phase one, take a breath. We just lift the chin slightly off the ground, a little bit of your chest as well. We're going to lift your wrists and palms off the floor a little bit. We now blow out through the mouth and we just lock out your arms long. Then breathing in, we're going to bend your elbows into your sides, blowing out, and then breathing in, bringing your elbows into your sides. So just a nice slow and controlled movement. We're really forcing the shoulder blades to contract, blowing out and breathing in. So if you've got bad knees, obviously this is another good move to do without having to be in a kneeling position. Okay, so just keep the head in line with the spine. Exhale and breathe in with elbows bent. We'll take the arms forwards once more, blowing out, breathing in, elbows coming into your sides, and then just rest your chin and your hands down on the floor momentarily, okay? So the second movement for the upper back, we're going to bring the fingertips together with your wrists and elbows bent, and this is just a good way to boost your upper back mobility whilst getting a bit of tone in there as well. So we take this slow and controlled, your forehead resting on your fingertips for part one. Keep that tummy tight, and for part one, we take a breath, just lifting your face and a bit of your chest off the ground again. Part two, fingertips together. Can you place the fingertips onto your forehead? Now breathing in, just turn your head to the left, nice and slow, contracting that left shoulder blade. Breathing in, come back to the middle. Now blowing out, just turning your head to the right. And you'll feel that good crunch going in to the right shoulder blade before the palms and the head goes down to the floor. So we take our time, never too quickly with this, so you don't pull a muscle in your upper back. Part two, take a breath, lifting the face, lifting a bit of the chest. Fingertips glued, fingertips onto forehead now, take a breath, and then just looking towards your left side, contracting that left shoulder blade, breathing in, coming back to the center. Take your time, take a breath, and just twist to the right. Breathing in, return to the middle, place your hands down flat there. So the upper back will no doubt be feeling a bit warmer already, but we're going to do a third one for this area, but we're going to involve the obliques gradually as well. First of all, just letting your arms come down by your sides, chin resting on the floor, so your palms are facing up to the ceiling, and we're just going to take this slow and controlled. Keep the core sucked in, take a breath, blow out, breathing in again, just lifting that chin and a bit of your chest off the mat. Now we're going to just lift your palms off the floor, your hands, and we're going to just lift your hands a little bit higher with your arms, and then we're going to lower, then we're going to lift, then we're going to lower. So we're just taking this in a steady tempo, lifting and lowering, palms up and down. One more, and then we'll do the second option as the chin comes down for a rest. Just take that breath in. So for part two, just lifting your chin off the mat with chest, lifting your hands off the floor. We just start by lifting the hands up. This time, can you slide a right hand down your right leg slowly? So you're working to that left waistline. Take a breath, coming back to the middle, then just sliding a left hand down your left leg, crunching into that right side of your waist now, and then placing your arms and chin back to the floor. Recovery breath. Part two, again, lifting the chin, bit of your chest, bit of your hands and arms, blow out, lift your arms, breathing in. We now just slide a right hand down the right leg, Breathing in, coming back to the middle, and as that left hand slides down your left leg, you'll feel it going in to the right waistline oblique as well. Okay, so well done with that. We'll just spread out the arms once more, and we'll have the palms into the ground with the side of your head on the ground as well. So for the shoulder blades, folks, just take a breath in, keeping the arms level and straight. Just slowly lift your arms as high as you can. Can you hold this for a maximum of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then bringing your hands and arms down. Take a breath in, lift again, maybe just hold on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing those palms down, and that is a really good start for your upper back. So just coming into the lower back now, fingertips together, lots to get through, okay, elbows are bent, and forehead will be resting on the fingertips. So for part 1, we just take our breath in, we blow out, keep the tummy tight. Part 2, breathing in, just lifting your face and a bit of your chest off the mat, not lifting too high. You're just looking for a contraction in that lower erector spine area, guys. So just breathing again, slowly lifting up in the chest and face without hyperextending in the spine area, okay? So your lower back is part of your core, and it's just a good way, a good area to strengthen, to give you a good structure in your posture, and obviously it's going to prevent back pain if you strengthen this area also. So for part 2, take a breath in, just lifting your face and chest off the ground a little bit. Pause. Can you place the fingertips of your left hand onto your head? So you're just going to get a bit more contraction into that left side of the lower back, then lower your palms down. Take a recovery. Take a breath in. We just lift that face and chest off the mat a little bit. Now we place the right hand into the right of your forehead, crunching the right side of the lower back, making it work a bit harder. Place that palm and arm down, okay? Good start for the lower back. Now, we're going to just involve all the limbs. So we lengthen your arms long, nice and wide with your arms. Feet just apart as well, legs apart too. So just for part 1, keep that core sucked in, chin on the ground. Take a breath. Can you just lift your chin and a bit of your chest off the mat? Now from there, can you just start by lifting all limbs off the floor, folks? Just a little bit. Your arms and legs along, and you're just getting some tone into the arms, the triceps, the upper back, lower back, core and glutes, and hamstrings as well. Just holding still, nice and balanced. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower hands, feet and chin to the floor. Recovery breath. Okay, nice and steady. Take a breath in. We now just lift the chin, this time off the ground, and with a bit of your chest off the floor as well. We're going to just begin to alternate. We're going to lift a left hand off the floor a little bit, breathing in, blow out as you lower down, lifting a right hand this time, up and down, and now if you can, lifting a left hand and a right foot slightly, just to get the glutes involved, and then a right hand and a left foot blowing out as you go down. So you're just taking this at a steady pace, folks, lowering and lifting, not going too high with the feet, and if it strains into your lower back at all, just keep the feet still, okay? But hopefully you're lifting enough to feel a bit of contraction into those glutes. Lift and lower, maybe one more time, up and down, and then just resting your chin back down to the floor, okay? Just have a bit of a timeout yet again. Good way to get the, to work lots of posterior muscles here in your body, lots of upper back, glutes, hamstrings and lower back also. So just recover in through nose and out through the mouth there, okay? This time, just temporarily locking out a right arm straight, palms to the floor, fingertips of left hand down with your left arm down also, forehead resting on the hand, taking a breath in. For part 1, can you just try to lift that wrist off the floor again, getting a bit of crunch into the left of your lower back. Okay, part 2, if you can, maybe lifting a right foot as well, so you get the glute back involved, lowering and lifting, okay, and then if possible, lifting a right hand and a right foot, and you get the upper back going as well. That's too much, just stick to the first two levels, but with this, you just get a little bit more bang for your buck, okay? So just turning onto your side, we'll do the other side of that movement just in a second, lining up. Well, actually, just starting with your right elbow onto your right shoulder, doing what you can for this. You're either just stacking up your knees bent in line with your body, raising a left arm and lifting your side hip off the floor to get a contraction in the right of your lower back, or just, let me see, lengthening a bottom right leg with your left foot in front flat, and that way you're getting into almost a full oblique bridge, so that's another good option to choose. Or coming into the full one with legs lengthened straight, head in line with sternum, core sucked in, and just pressing that elbow into the ground, so you're coming into a full sideline oblique bridge. That's getting you the right side of your waist and a bit of your shoulder really contracting now, keeping that core sucked in. We'll just hold this for another 10 seconds. Nice and still. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. But as I say, if you're more comfortable with knees stacked up bent, you can go with that option if you want. Alright, so now back on our front, the other side, we just lengthen the left arm in front, head resting onto the fingertips of right hand. So just get your breath, take a second, breathing in, just lifting your palm off the floor, a bit of your chest as well, getting that crunch into the right of your lower back, and if possible, maybe lifting a left foot as well, just to involve your glutes, and lift and lower. And then if you think you're ready, just involve that left hand and then lower. Okay, so upper back, glute and lower back, all heavily involved here. One more time, lift and lower. Okay, so lots of back muscles getting involved there. Or to sound clever, posterior muscles. Okay, so we're going to turn into your core this time. All right, we'll turn over nice and steady onto your back, and we'll just begin with your knees bent and a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Just create a nice gap under your lower back. From there, can you just kind of flatten your lower back into the floor, breathe in, tilt your pelvis upwards to the ceiling. So we're just having a little bit of a mobilizing effect for that lower back, particularly after what the movements we've just done. It's been good for your lower back. And then just wrapping your hands around your bent knees, hug into your middle, have a bit of a rock from side to side, massaging that back. Shake off the feet. So, bit of core stability involved. So we're going to have your feet flat and a neutral spine, so fingertips under your lower back. Can you just get to the point where you've still got two fingertips under your lower back, folks? There's not a massive gap, but your lower back isn't totally pressed into the floor. Tight tummy, inhale. On the exhale, sucking in the abdominals towards the spine. Can you just lengthen the left leg out straight and place the left hand behind the back of your head? We extend a right arm up straight. And for part one, folks, can you just bring your head and neck and shoulders off the ground, lifting your left foot off the floor as well. You can't see my foot, it's just behind the sofa. I promise you it's off the floor. And then if you think you can, just lifting your right foot off the floor a bit now. So we're just getting some squeeze into the left of your tummy. And if possible, blowing out, lower your right arm, breathe in, lift it above shoulder, blowing out as we go down. Breathing in as we come up. One more time, blowing out and breathing in, and then we'll put the head down. That's our first move, okay? And then coming into our second one, two hands behind the head, tabletop legs, knees together bent, feet glued together as well, abdominal core sucked in, breathing in, just bringing your head and neck off the ground with chin tucked in. For part one, can you just extend the left leg out straight to the height of your right foot? Part two, breathing in, lower your left leg a bit further to the floor. And for part three, if you think you can, just extending a right arm above your right shoulder, and then taking a left arm alongside your left leg, either holding it still, folks, or just lifting and lowering, breathing in and blowing out, getting some overload into the left side of your core, breathing in and blowing out one more time, and then just wrap your hands around those knees. Left side really starts to feel it. Breathe in for recovery, shake those feet off, and ready to go to tabletop again. So sticking two hands behind head again, keeping that core sucked in, bringing the head and neck off the ground with chin tucked in. Can you keep the right knee still? Keep the left knee bent as you exhale. In fact, I'm going to spin around so you can see better on the camera. Okay, I'll just find my neutral spine. Two fingertips can get underneath still. Core sucked in, two hands behind head, blowing out. Bringing the head and neck off the mat, chin tucked in. Right knee still, but the bent left leg slowly edging out to the left. And then we're just going to hold this now nice and still. So the left side is starting to really fire up and shake. Hold, hold, hold. Breathing in, coming back to the middle. Take a breath. And exhale with a bent left leg. Out to the left now. Just hold. Shake going on that left side of the tummy. Hold. Right knee still. Breathe it in, come back to the middle and rest your head down. Have a shake off on your feet there. Okay, so we'll let these midsection muscles relax and recover. We'll turn onto our left side this time. So just on your bent left elbow, so under the shoulder direct. So your shoulder and upper body and arm also gets the benefit of this, guys, but predominantly the obliques. So just either stack up those knees bent and lifting your side off the floor that way, or bottom left leg straight, right foot flat, lifting again. So that just gives you a bit more stability and support. But if you can, head in line with sternum, midsection sucked in, maybe just going for the full body bridge with an extended right arm up straight. Holding, holding, holding. And the countdown is on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then coming down. Okay, so each side of waistline hit, lower back hit as well, just the other side of your abdominals to hit now, the right side. So we're just going to maybe have a little trunk twist first of all. Just have your knees bent, just drop your bent legs each way. Breathe, ease out the tension in your lower back each side. And now, with the shoulders down away from the ears, we begin by just sliding a right leg out straight. Fingertips can get underneath lower back, two fingers. Abdominals sucked in, and left knee bent. So, here we go. We just start with a tight tummy core. We're going to just bring the head and neck off the ground. We lift a right foot off the floor and a left foot off the floor if we can. And from there, folks, can you now just take your right arm up straight and then possibly lower and lift the right arm up and down. So you just keeping those lower body still, legs nice and still. Exhale out, breathing in, arm comes up and head goes down. Part one, and ready for part two. Two legs to tabletop, glued feet and knees together, abs sucked in, two hands behind the head, and just stick with the level that's right for you with this, okay? Just bringing your head and neck off the ground, chin tucked in. If you can, folks, just lock out the right leg to the height of your left. Take a breath, maybe lower that right foot a bit closer to the floor. If you can, take a right arm alongside right thigh and a left arm above your left shoulder, and then possibly just begin to lift and lower the arms up and down. Breathing in and blowing out, squeezing the right side of your core. Breathing in, we'll now just place the head down, and I'm sure it's kind of being shot. Okay, just recover and prepare for the last one. And then we'll just have a bit of a stretch off in your back. So just coming up to tabletop, support the head again with two hands, abdominals sucked in, carefully bring head and neck off the floor, left knee still. We just try to take a bent right leg out to the right, and then we hold it now, folks. And we keep that left leg still, but we breathe in, bringing the bent right knee back to the middle. Exhale, nice and slow. As you get to your limit with the bent knee, try and hold it still. Try and keep chin tucked into chest. Shake that right side, breathing in, come back carefully, and just give your knees a bit of rotation action as well. Just stir them around. Inhale and out. Okay, just perhaps a bit of relaxation. Drop your hands out with wrists flat, wrist facing up, knees coming apart. Just having a nice inner thigh opener. Relax. Open the mouth, breathe in. Blow out. Close the knees in. Wrap your hands around knees, just having a rock in your spine, side to side. Keep a hold, and we'll just carefully sit up from there. Maybe just give your back a bit of a massage, holding onto your knees, rocking back without landing on head, just giving those spine discs a bit of a massage effect, rocking back, and then from there, just if you can, either have your feet together flat or cross your ankles. Just give those sides a bit of a stretch off. One hand down, lean. And other side, deep side stretch release. And just across the back of the shoulder, just placing a wrist into your forearm. A wrist into your elbow, should I say. And then left arm across, opposite wrist into the elbow. Feeling that in the back of the shoulder that we worked. And then for both the shoulder blades, just push the hands out, chin tucked in. And then just a little bit into your spine. If you just have your hands on your knees, sit up tall, shoulders down and relaxed. Then rounding the shoulders forwards, just with your chin tucked in, curve that lower back. Nice release for the spine. Edge yourself up tall. And then just a little bit of cat curve, hands on the shoulders, knees under the hips, let your head drop, press your hands into the ground with chin tucked in. And then breathing in, lifting your head slowly, folks, just lifting your tailbone upwards also, feeling that effect in your lower back. And then just giving your hips a bit of a swivel side to side. Okay, and then lower back release. Just carefully bring your head up from there. So that's a quick move workout to do if you want to hit every part of your core, the obliques, the core, your back muscles, and feel like savage amusement, should I say. No, give that a go, and hope you'll be feeling stronger in your abdominals soon. Well done.